Have you ever wondered how power systems stay stable when something unexpected happens, like a sudden fault or a big load switching on? The answer lies in how generators respond and how we predict that response. At the center of this is a powerful tool called the swing equation. In this video, we'll break it down step by step so it makes complete sense. Power grids work only when all generators rotate at the same speed, typically 60 Hertz. That's called synchronism. But when there's a disturbance, a fault, or a load spike, that balance can break. Some generators might start spinning slightly faster or slower than others. If we don't correct that quickly, the whole system can fall apart. The swing equation helps us model and predict how generators behave during these conditions. Let's start with the basics. Newton's second law. You know it as force equals mass times acceleration. In rotation, it becomes torque equals moment of inertia times angular acceleration, or in symbols, T equals J times alpha. For a generator rotor, this means the change in speed depends on how much torque is acting and how much inertia the rotor has. There are two torques acting on the rotor. One is mechanical torque. That comes from the turbine trying to spin the rotor. The other is electrical torque. This resists motion, as the generator pushes power into the grid. If these are balanced, the rotor speed stays steady. If mechanical torque is higher, the rotor speeds up. If electrical torque is higher, the rotor slows down. The net torque is the difference. T net equals T mechanical minus T electrical. Now apply Newton's law. J times the second derivative of the rotor angle delta equals T mechanical minus T electrical. This gives us the physical form of the swing equation, based on rotational motion. In power systems, we work with power instead of torque, so we use this relationship. Power equals torque times angular speed. Assuming rotor speed doesn't vary too much, we get the second derivative of delta equals the difference between mechanical and electrical power divided by inertia. We usually call this inertia term m, so the equation becomes m times d squared delta by dt squared equals p, mechanical minus p electrical. This is the basic swing equation in power terms. Different machines have different sizes and inertias. To compare them easily, we use the inertia constant, written as h. H tells us how much kinetic energy is stored per MVA of machine capacity. When we use per unit values and express everything using h, the swing equation becomes 2h over omega times the second derivative of delta equals p mechanical minus p electrical. This normalized version lets engineers model any machine, big or small, using the same math. Now here's the key link between physics and power systems. The electrical output power depends on the rotor angle delta through this equation. P electrical equals E times V over X, multiplied by sine of delta. That means, when delta is small, output increases almost linearly. When delta reaches 90 degrees, output peaks. Beyond 90 degrees, output starts to drop. And the machine risks falling out of sync. So keeping delta within safe limits is essential for grid stability. The swing equation tells us whether a generator stays in sync or loses it. If mechanical input is greater than electrical output, the rotor speeds up. If output is greater than input, the rotor slows down. If the angle delta increases too far, the generator can no longer stay connected to the system. This equation lets engineers simulate disturbances and design control systems to prevent failures. To understand how generators respond to faults or load changes, we start with Newton's second law. Identify the torque balance. Convert torque to power. Normalize using the inertia constant, h. And relate power to rotor angle using sine of delta. That's the swing equation. It's not just theory. It's a practical tool used every day to protect power grids from collapse. Thanks for watching. If this helped you understand the swing equation better, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more.